So I was saying that varna is not based on birth, right? It is all based on the karma that we do, on our profession or on our qualities, right? So if underline this in your book, Mahabharata also declares that one does not become a Brahman by birth, but by his conduct. So it's written in the scriptures that we should not, we don't become a Brahman by birth, but we become a Brahman by our conduct, by our quality, as we said. So you can quote what has been said in the Mahabharata. You have your book, please underline it there. You use that in your work. Now, see an example here that we are, how to say, in a family, we can be from, we can have different members, but they are all, sorry, from different caste, right? If you can remember this, c'est bien to add it, right? Donc, a bard I am, my father is a physician, and my mother is a grinder of corn. A bard I am. A bard veut dire I'm a poet. A poet, il peut classifier dans Brahman, qui fait parce qu'il use the intellect, right? Right. So, a bard I am. My father is a physician that is a doctor who protects as a kshatriya. And my mother is a grinder of corn. Grinder of corn is a shudra. So in a family having three members, right? But each of the member, they are from different varna, right? So because varna is based on profession, on work, on quality, and it is not based on it is not based on birth. Right. So you add this in your work, or you can just explain that in a family having different members, they can be from different caste, right? And I just explained to you that in the Purusha Sukta, it has been mentioned that the Brahmins come from the mouth, you know. So this is the verse. Ce n'est pas important rappeler le verse là, but remember it is from the Purusha Sukta of the Rig Veda. We have 4 Vedas, right? Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, and Atharva Veda. So it is from the Rig Veda, right? Now, interdependence of the 4 varnas. This is something important. We are all interdependent. Right. Let's say you are dependent on your teachers for education. We are all dependent on police for protection. We are dependent on the Vaishya to get food, to get clothes, because they do import, export, and all. We are all dependent on the Shudras, ban planter, ban laborer, ban dimun scavenger. We are all dependent on them. We can be a Brahman, but we are dependent on a Kshatriya. Or we can be dependent on a Shudra. So we are living in a society where quelque part we are all interdependent, right? So there's no point at all then to do discrimination. Parce que travail, c'est qu'il y a un brahman qui a faire, peut-être un vaishya pas pour faire. Equally, c'est qu'il y a un shudra qui a faire, and kshatriya maybe won't be able to do. Because we don't possess all these, the same qualities. No, quality la. I have maybe the quality of being a teacher. If you tell me to do business, I will do very bad business. I can't do that. It's not my qualities, right? Donc, we are interdependent. So this makes us to come to the point that there is no one who is superior or inferior, right? So this I told you that we are all, it is based on the qualities, on our nature, on our three gunas, right? Now, we were saying that in other scriptures as well, there is the mention of the four varnas. So you have it here in the Persian scripture, which is known as the Zend Avesta. There's the mention there of priest, warrior, cultivator, and workman. Donc c'est la même chose. Similar institution is mentioned in the Greek philosophers, Plato's Republic. Plato aussi, il y a un Greek philosopher. Dans ce Republic, il mentionne ça, dans ce publishment of Republic. In the West also, the society was divided into four. En Western, aussi, cette société divisée en four, en quatre. The clergy, the soldier, the merchant, and the laborer. C'est la même chose, finalement. Toute société est comme ça, for the proper functioning. Right? Now, there's a story here of Satyakam. You must know that story. The story of Satyakam Jabala. I'll send you that. The story of Satyakam and Jabala. Satyakam was the son, Jabala was the mother. You have that story in your book. Here it is now, right? So Satyakam grew and he decided that he wanted to get education. And he told his mother that we'll go find a guru. He went, he approached a guru whose name was Haridrumata Gautam, right? So Satyakam involved a guru that he wanted to learn. But then the teacher asked him about his lineage. So Papa, no? So lineage. But the son did not know, the child did not know about his father. He did not know about his lineage. Comment ça? Parce que sa maman, Jabala, she was working as servant, as housemaid. And she has been working here and there. And you know, during those times, quand une fille and madame n'y travaille en place, people take advantage of. That's how she became pregnant. And of course, she also doesn't know the real father of the son. So when the child returned from the guru's place, when the child returned to the mother, he asked the mother about his father, about his lineage. But her mother told him that she doesn't know about his lineage. She doesn't know about who is exactly the father. So the next day, the boy, Satyakam, went to meet the guru again. And there he told the guru the truth. Il est bien difficile pour dire la vérité comme ça. That who is my father, for example. It's a bit difficult, but yet he told the truth, right? So then the guru actually told him that since you have spoken the truth, you must be a Brahmin. And then he decided to give knowledge to the son, right? So you see, most probably that child was not a child of a Brahmin. Peut-être ce papa était un king, parce que quand madame là, il travaille comme un housemaid, c'était in the palaces or in the houses of Kshatriya. No? At those time, we had mostly Kshatriyas. So most probably the child was from, Kshatriya blood. But he became a Brahmin later on. He went to study under the guidance of a Brahmin to become a Brahmin, right? So the point here is a teacher, a guru, a Brahmin, he must accept every kind of student or every kind of disciple. Oh, if you are from this caste, you can't come to my Gurukul to learn. But there was a time in India where this was the problem. I guess you know that peut-être dans 15e, 16e century. Et ça a inauguré dans 17, 18, 19 century. Where low caste people, for example, they were not allowed to enter temples, right? So this was definitely a problem there. But as a guru n'est pas capable reject a student based on caste. N'est capable reject un élève, peut-être les trouver les élèves là, n'est pas fit yet, n'est pas mature yet to get education, but not based on caste, right? You know, in India, when you fill up forms, quand vous êtes rempli forme pour vous rentrer dans l'école to get admission, dans cette forme, pas demande what is your caste. Non plus, ne pas demander religion as well. But in India, when you fill up forms to go to school, to go to college, and to work, ou faire une application travail, pour une place là-bas, il faut demander your caste. Right? They will ask about your caste. It exists there. Why is it so? I explain. I put it like this. In India, forms of colleges, bien schools, ou bien work, they ask for caste. Why do they ask for caste? Parce que, I don't know if you know Dr. Ambedkar. Dr. Ambedkar. Dr. Ambedkar in fair amen ban at that time, it fair amen ban revision in the Constitution of India for the low caste people, qui nous appelle aussi untouchable. You know, le problem of untouchables there. Untouchable, as the word say, ou pas toucher. Why you don't touch? Parce que they consider inferior. But you know, in India, qui fait nous arrive bien sa problem of untouchables là. Pas eux, même eux choisir pour une untouchables, bien sûr. This Shudra. Ban should, you know, chaque varna a subdivisions. Si vous prenez Kshatriya, Kshatriya a second subdivisions, right? In India, you distinguish their caste by their surname. For example, if someone's name is Mittal, ça veut dire Yanvesh. Peut-être un jour on appelle, let's say, Ram Mittal, exemple, mais c'est moi un teacher. But il peut dire Yanvesh parce que tout ce descendant Yanvesh. Le nom Mittal même will mean one who is a Vesh. It's not true exactly parce que Bana a toujours servi, you know, caste being to be determined by birth, which is not. And if your name is Sharma, then you are a Brahmin. right? Like this. Donc, tout ban caste, which I mean, il y a subdivisions aussi dedans. Bon, quand on dit un créneau, il n'y a pas un créneau avec subdivisions. Il crée seulement ça quatre là. C'est nous, we human beings, we have created those subdivisions. Bon, what I was explaining is, yes, the Kshudras. Dans Kshudras, nous avons and subdivision, maybe you can say, which we call the untouchables here. Ça maintenant, n'importe comment qui arrive ou pas tout de suite. Fait qu'on dit Brahman into and Shudra, or the what you call untouchables. Ils peuvent baigner in with Ganga water. Pas mal chance, finalement, un bowl and plat of a Shudra. Ils peuvent boire Ganga Jal. Si un Shudra, il mange dans ce plat, for example, li pou lave plat là, li pou chauffe li, you know, when nous chauffe un récipient, so impurity allen, s'il y a un bébé, s'il y a chose, tout y aller, une bactérie. Donc, li pou chauffe li pou lave li avec Ganga, water, tout ça, je fais. So, ça c'est the situation, few things I'm telling you about the Shudras or the untouchables. Mais on a aussi le problème, you know, qui fait, je dire, pas tous autres, qui fait not les autres untouchables, it is because of the work they do. The Manjuman Shudras in India, what we call untouchables, nous avons laborers, servants to Sawi, but nous avons une catégorie de monde que Dieu te lave toilette. In India, in the high caste people, society, they don't wash their own toilets. Okay, they employ people to wash their toilets. And those who wash toilets are known to be untouchables. Ou bien, ban c'est qui David ban drain, tout ça, as you can see in movies, hein? Ban c'est qui David ban drain, usually, ban la cause de nettoyer, so ka descend dans drain là, de nettoyer. So you won't touch such a person. Donc, that's why they are called untouchables. So cette firme travaille as such. Cette firme travaille as such good. People can't touch them, right? Give me 1 minute, please. So, we can continue, right? Yeah, so I was telling you why we call them untouchables, right? So, yeah, I was telling you about Dr. Ambedkar. If you are form in colleges, at work in India, we have a section where they ask about the caste, say because of those untouchables. Donc, Dr. Ambedkar in fight for them. And in the Constitution of India, we have and la loi qui appelle ça reservation for lower caste. Reservation for lower caste. Qui veut dire reservation? Bien sûr, qui est une réservée. Qui est une réservée fait comme si you are all applying to study in a particular college. They will keep some seats reserved for low caste people. C'est-à-dire, si ou dans environ 20%, I don't remember exactly if it is 20, on 20-30% something, they are reserved for the low caste people. That's why they ask you your caste when you apply for something. Donc, faire comme si 80% infini fill, 80 places, 80% place, infini fill in the college. Et dans ça 20% là, if you are a Brahmin, you will never get a seat under that 20%. You need to be a low caste. See when Brahmin, okay, ou bien un kshatriya, whatever, and you need admission in that school or college. But pas na place, et na place dans reservation, mais ou pas pour gagner, parce que ça c'est seulement only for the low caste people or the untouchables, right? Et si pas ina assez de monde dans reservation, ils pourraient blank comme ça même, they are not going to put other caste people under the reservation. Même dans le train aussi, parfois, on a sa reservation, right? Reservation based on cost. So this was done by Dr. Ambedkar. He is known to be the father of the low caste people who worked for them, low caste or untouchables. So, yes, nous cause maintenant about the different specific duties of each of the varnas. For example, the Brahman and Brahman qui sont duty. Study, teach, perform, ou bien offer sacrifices, giving and accepting gifts. These are specific duties. Chaque varna ina so specific duty. For the Brahman, c'est ça. For the Kshatriya, c'est protection. For the Vaishya, they do agriculture, they do rearing cattle, trade and money, lending, money lending. These are Vaishya. And the Shudras, as we know, they do the manual work. Okay. But we still have certain common duties. Common duties vidya qui be performed by the Brahman, the Kshatriya, the Vaishya, and the Shudras. The two, irrespective of their caste, they have to perform. Like pursuit of dharma, that is following dharma, giving alms and gifts, hospitality towards all vidya, taking care of parents, taking care of, the guests, of animals, of nature, tout ça là-dedans. Maintenance of one's dependence. Si nous avons des gens qui dépendent de nous, nous pouvons take care of them. For example, parents, they take care of their children and speak the truth. That's a few common duties that all of us may have to do, irrespective of the caste. Now, this is important. Varna, ou bien caste, is changeable. We can change our caste. I take my example. Right now, I'm a teacher. I am classified in the Brahman Varna. Okay. But let's say tomorrow I say I'm going to start a business. Kid teaching, I start a business in magazine, for example. Right? So I'm no more called a Brahman. I will be called a Vaishya. If I enter the police, I will be called a Kshatriya. So caste is changeable. Simon fini opter pour and to be in a particular varna. If I already opted a profession, can't I change it? Of course I can change it. Le moment qui change aux professions, ou varna aussi changer. In the mythology, in the Mahabharata, even in the Ramayana, we have many characters who changed their caste based on their work they were doing. For example, Vishwamitra, a Kshatriya, he became a Brahman. He was a Kshatriya, Milinvin and Brahman. Parshuram Lichen Brahman, Milinvin and Kshatriya. He killed some of the rulers of the kings to serve. So he became a Kshatriya. In the Ramayana, you have Dronacharya and Kripacharya and Ashwathama as well. They were Brahmins, but Sadila, Dronacharya, Kripacharya, they were Brahmins. They were the gurus of the Pandav and the Kaurav. But on the battlefield, Kauntina Mahabharat war, these two persons, they were no more Brahmins. But he shall fight in the war, they became Kshatriyas. So the point here is caste is changeable. Now, there was a conversation between Yaksha and Yudhishthir in the Mahabharata. Yaksha asked the Yudhishthir, who is a Brahman? Yudhishthir said, a person who has truthfulness, charity, forgiveness, character, mercy, ascetic tendencies, compassion, is accepted as a Brahman. Nipisa enough to Sara. Même si un Shudra, why not? And Shudra, Nikade Siddhi and Brahman. Who stops him? Provided he another proper qualities, right? So, yeah, the four order. Now, let's see in the modern age, everyone is after money and physical needs. All the four castes are involved in money-making professions. De nos jours, nous tous, ce qui nous travaille, c'est to earn money. They are leaving no stone unturned to acquire wealth. We may call ourselves Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, when in fact we are all Vaishya. Ça, c'est une autre façon de dire les choses. All of us, we are earning money out of whatever we are doing. Donc, quelque part, we are becoming Vaishya. Maintenant, let's take example of a mother, of your parents. Right? Your parents would faire un travail spécifique in office, no? Peut-être un Kshatriya, un Vaishya, and Brahman, whatever. But when your father, let's say if your father is a Brahman, is a teacher, if your father comes home, is he still a teacher? No, he's not. He becomes maybe a protector. He's protecting the children. No. He's providing food for the children. He's working to provide food for the children. He's a Vaishya. Let's say he's cleaning the house, the yard, everywhere. He's doing the work of a Shudra. Quelque part, il y a tout dans nous. No? But the thing is, nous peut classify nous dans certain varna, dépendant de sa profession that we are opting for, the vocation, the talent we have for. Je tout un talent nettoyer la case, bien sûr. Non? Nous tout un talent compte casse. We don't have, all of us, maybe we don't have it. Right? So our society is weakening because we believe in that, inferiority and superiority, especially at times when there is marriage. I know many people who loved each other, but they did not get married because of caste. Don Maurice is still Noinani, right? So be very unjust, right? It's not correct. If the person is nice, is good, has good qualities, why not get married? But about old thoughts, not about orthodox people, they don't agree with that. Right? So don't forget, as I told you, we are all equal. We come from the one and only God. And the head of the God, the arms, the feet, the belly, the ancestral God. There's no different God, not at all. Right? So dear, here you are with the varna.